Hello, my name is Aaron Price, and today I want to talk to you about the Junior Database Administrator position at Drayton, and Lamar. Whenever we look at a new company, especially one that you might not have heard before, we want to know specific things, like who are they? The who. Well, I can tell you that based on their own website, the ddlinc.com, they have several things they're very proud of. I can tell you about how they are minority owned, how the Veterans Administration, known as the VA, has them certified as a verified service disabled veteran owned small business, known as an SDVOSB, and that they're a leader in the cyber warfare world. They talk about their accomplishments in IT knowledge bases and the continually expanding and deepening knowledge of new technologies. But really, it came into light when I talked to Mr. Portier with their company. A very, very impassioned man who's been in the industry almost from the start, at a very early time when ARPANET was still on. He started in the military and re-enlisted when he had the opportunity to dive deeper into programming, and has been in cybersecurity the entire time almost. And so they are a staple of our community here in the CSRA for over 20 years, and working with Fort Gordon and now becoming the main cyber command to help secure many types of infrastructure for the VA. Mr. Portier described it as cyber warfare. Many people have heard this term, and he said it's a very real thing, and they need new soldiers, as he called it, students like us graduating. So after the who, you look at and what they do. Well, you can look to their website again and see how they say that they specialize, they offer specialized services to help develop new business systems, integrating state-of-the-art technology. Now that comes down to web design, engineering solutions, content development and management, project management, help desk support, IT services, Software Engineering Institute certificates in capability maturity model integration. What does all this mean? They're sort of a jack-of-all-trades company when it comes to this. And Mr. Portier described how he himself has been on teams developing some 20 different apps he couldn't necessarily discuss because of the nature of top-secret clearances, but there was like a web of things that they accomplish. And you'll notice when you look at different security companies that all of them are like this. Very few only focus on one thing. So they're into web development. They have websites they maintain for different parts of the VA. They have applications that deal with engineering solutions, project management, and help desk support. And they are a leader in that field. So the next thing you have to look at is, well, we're specifically talking about the Junior Database Administrator. What do they do? What is the job? Well, the job entails designing and implementing a strategy for backup and recovery systems. You're familiar with backing up your computer if you use a Windows machine, and even Linux. Ubuntu has a very user-friendly mode. But in database management, you have to design it yourself. You have to implement how it's going to happen, what you're going to save specifically. You have to be able to fit that together. And so it's a very involved process. As you're developing in-house database repositories, is going to be all your information that are going to meet project management and company goals. You're going to be compiling data in an appropriate manner, choosing the right formats, the right ways to distinguish your data so that it can be analyzed appropriately. And you're going to stay up to date on any database management language trends while being able to operate both Unix and Microsoft-based database languages. This is going to be SQL, known as SQL, and MySQL as the primary ones. There are other languages. These are some of the biggest you're going to use in this industry, according to Mr. Portier, especially SQL, he said. That's very important to know that language. So then we have to look at qualifications. Well, here's the good news. It's perfect for graduates of Augusta University. For one, we have a sort of jack of all trades education, especially with the cybersecurity degree, that's perfect for a company like this because we have training in system administration, database management, IT solutions, programming, C Sharp and Python, the basics that we need for many of these positions. Because again, you may become what's known as typecast, where you only deal with one language and one solution. There are members of this company that do that. And then also people like Mr. Portier that do many different things. Programming is his strongest suit, but he also deals with database management, website design, website management. All of these things are possible. And so he said that the biggest qualification is actually to have an open mind to customer service approaches. And here's why. One of the things he explained to me was that in the industry, you have many clients. It can be a government client, a private client, it doesn't matter. And they will come to you with ideas they want implemented. When you do this, he said the most important thing is to work with them and ask questions that dig deeper into the issue. Because many clients know what they want in a very general idea, but they don't know what you have to, as a programmer, what you have to go to make it work, and what options they might have. So to develop a stronger relationship with the client and make your system more effective, you have to get deeper into the issues, find out what they want, how they want it, so that they don't have to come back later and have you fix it. And he said that this is actually one of the biggest issues. Again, I'm repeating that because it's such an important thing. So, knowing a little bit about the company, some of the qualifications, it comes down to the choice. Why would I want to work here? One of the biggest things deals with networking and branding. And Mr. Portier branded himself so well to me in the company that it made me really want to choose this place. The man was very impassioned about what he did. He was a delight to talk to. And he really opened up what it is you do. So many times when we take these classes in school, we'll wonder, how am I going to fit in? And this was a perfect example, an assignment to see how you can fit in. He was excited to talk to me. I was excited to talk to him and learn exactly what he does. He told me many different things about how, funny anecdotal stories about working with clients and how he learned the hard way, and also his personal development programming, where he started versus where he is now, and basically all the fun that he's had along the road. And so that in and of itself, along with the career paths, he said there's many different career paths that open up, even starting as something like a junior database administrator. So it's a very exciting premise. So why do I think I can work there? Well, our qualifications are given to us from Augusta University. We've been trained to wear many hats. Again, how I mentioned, we've had the different classes, system administration, all the way through programming. We have that exact training they're looking for. We have training and certificates with the ability to go get those certificates. I personally have an ability to adapt quickly to new systems and technologies that would work well for them, and also customer service experience from previous jobs. One of the things that I've done a lot in the past is interfacing with clients and solving their problems, and basically every job I've ever had, I know how to be very cordial, inviting, and understanding with customers, dealing with their frustrations, helping them to find solutions. And it's exciting to know that I'll be able to use this in the cybersecurity world. I also have a desire to protect our country, which he stressed to me is very important. There are attacks from enemy countries and just nefarious individuals all the time on our infrastructure. And it's very important that people like us are going out, getting this training, and wanting to work in this field. So it was a very exciting experience. I would love to work for this Drayton and Lamar. And actually, even though they don't have an actual open position right now, Mr. Portier reached out to me later and said that there will be positions down the road, and encouraged me to try and get a security clearance on my own, because he would like for me to work for the company. And I thought it was also a very exciting premise. So thank you for your time and watching this presentation. I hope you learned a little bit more about Lamar, Drayton, and Lamar, and have a good day.